Hello everyone. Today I will show you how you can create a Windows virtual machine using Microsoft Azure Cloud or Microsoft Azure Cloud Computing Services, whatever you say it. So for that, just go to Google and type Microsoft Azure in Google and you will get this website, Microsoft azure.microsoft.com. Simply click on this first link and this website is open. In my case it is German. I will uh, change it to the English version of the link. Yeah, so you are here at the azure.microsoft.com website main page, and here you can see you can create an Azure account for free. You can get started with 12 months of free services. Start for free. If you click here, it will take you to the account creation process. And you can create the account using this Microsoft email account or Hotmail account also. So if you go down, you see here it says that with your free Azure account you will get all of this. You will get 12 months of free popular services. There are some popular services you get for free, and you will get 150 pounds of credit. It's in the case of US, I think it's almost $200 of free credit. I can change to the US version of the site. You see, you get $200 free credit, and you will get always free uh, some 25 plus services that are always free for you. So just click on start for free, or you can click buy for if you want to pay, but let's start for free. You can, of course, change your subscription to paid one later. So I will put my email address and the password here, and then just create the account. So I will pause it for a second so that I can log in. So after putting my Hotmail email address, I got registered and logged in. You have to give your some of your information here, your phone number here, company here, and then identify verification by phone number, and then this sign this agreement. So let me finish that. So I had entered my phone number and it sent me a code, and then I entered the code and did some phone verification. Then it went to the next step, identity verification by card. You have to put your credit card information here. So I will do that and then go next, and then it will take me to this agreement. So I will again pause for a second to put this credit card information and click next. Okay, so I have entered my credit card information, and it verified that and went ahead. Uh, so right now these three steps are complete: about me, my information, identity verification by phone, and identity verification by card. So then I have to just click agree on the license agreement. And if you want, you can, if you want to receive some information from Microsoft selected partners, Azure, whatever newsletters, pricing updates, then you can. Of course, you can put your credit card information without having any concerns if you are trying for only a free account, because you won't be charged, in that free account. It's just for more for verification. Of course, you can update your free account. You see here what's included. It's 12 months of free products, 170 euro credit, which is $200, and of course 25 plus free products and no automatic charges. Of course, I am in Europe, that's why it's showing me the amount in euros. You will see here $200 maybe. And of course, if you are UK based, you will see here some pounds, maybe 150 pounds or something. Anyways, click sign up, and it's confirming your information, and then your account will be set up. Okay, my account is set up and now I am on this page. Uh, Here you see, first of all, you are ready to start with Azure. If you want to join the demo to Azure to see Azure in action, of course, you can fill this information, your name, last name, whatever, and then you can put this information for what you need Azure for. This demo will get you connected to the technical experts in Azure. It's very nice. You can kind of uh, see how to build a virtual machine, creating a web app, deploying an SQL database, and customizing your DevOps dashboards. Of course, we are seeing. I am showing you how to build a virtual machine here. So if you just click on go to portal, it should take you to the portal. I don't want to see that demo, and you are going to come to this Azure portal now to get started with your stuff that you want to do. So you see here you have this 170 your credit information already, or $200 credit information remaining because you got this free credit, so you can use this money. This is provided by Azure. Of course, it's not coming from your credit card. So getting started, you see create a web app, deploy a virtual machine, deploy and run container based apps. Your container based apps like setting up a database, start a data analytics project, and store and backup or archive data. So what do we want to do? We want to deploy a virtual machine. So we will click here, click next. So create a Windows virtual machine, create a Linux virtual machine. I want to create a Windows virtual machine. So click create. So here you can select your subscription plan. If you click here the info, you will see all resources in the Azure subscription are built together. Uh, yeah, so if you will put your resource group here, so everything in this resource group you will have, it will be built together. So we don't have any resource yet selected, so because create let's create a new resource. Write the name like Feud Windows resource. Okay, Windows resource Feud. So I just renamed this resource group to Feud resource. Let me put this positive uppercase, yeah, and click OK. So you have a new resource will be created here. What will be the name of your Windows? Let's name it Feud Windows 10. I will create a Windows 10 virtual machine. In which region you want your virtual machine to be deployed? Let's keep it East US. On which data center, I mean in which region? Let's say we choose US data center. So Windows 10 Pro, I select here from the image. Available options, no infrastructure redundancy required. If you want to have an infrastructure redundancy, for example, if you have a business requirement where you don't want your Windows to have to be down or something, so you can have more than one uh, virtual machines created. I don't want such a redundancy. For me, only one copy of my machine is fine. Azure Spot instance, no, keep it no. Okay, so change the size of the memory here because you see this is 115 RAM memory. It and I can now select here from here 2 gigabit RAM, temporary storage 4 gigabit, 8 gigabit memory 56. So let me select uh, let's select this one, or maybe let's select this. Okay, let's select this one. We have 8 gigabit RAM here, and we have temporary storage of 16 gig. Of course, the more RAM, the better it is. I think this one is fine for us. We could even select the expensive ones with more RAM and temporary storage, because we will anyway. It's just for a demo purpose. I will actually remove this virtual machine uh, just today. I'm just creating it to show you guys. So even if I select this one, it should not matter much. But let's select this one. Create next. Two virtual CPUs, 8 gigabit RAM memory, and 56 euros per month. Let's select some username here. Feud 1 2, and then password. I can select any password here. Okay. Okay, I should have an uppercase, lowercase, also numbers. It's not so long. Okay, now it's fine. It should be between 12 and 223 characters or numbers. Okay. So let's go ahead. Public inbound ports. Keep it like this. Selected inbound ports. Okay. Already have a Windows 10 Enterprise. Okay. I don't have any license. If you own a license with active software assurance or have an active Windows Server subscription, use Azure hybrid benefits to save costs. Of course, if you have already a license, it will save your costs, but I don't have any license. So I'm gonna keep it, I don't have any Windows license, so I will keep it no, and then just click review plus create, and that's it. So it will give you an option to review your setting for the Windows that you want to create, all these options, and then it will create. Okay, you see, it will cost you 0.0007769 per hour. Free trial. Feud resource is the resource group. Virtual machine name is Feud Windows 10. So it shows here validation passed. So if you click create here, it will create a virtual machine for you with the basic options or default options for disk networking and all these different details that you can set for your virtual machine. Let's say because I just went from basic and I just created this. Let's check what is in the disk. You see, you can have an operating system disk type. It's premium that is selected, so I kept it like this. If you want to change the networking options, you can create then this subnet. You see, this is your subnet, this is your public IP, and if you go to management, you can boot diagnostics, you can switch them on and off, operating system get diagnostics. So I kept it everything as it was there. So I just simply selected my uh, uh, this RAM memory and temporary hard disk type, and that's the Windows version that I want to create, and then just simply went ahead. So this is for my needs. I didn't need to do anything more, but if you have some specific needs, if you want to change your operating system this types or some other things or networking options or anything, you can change them using these tabs. But for me, as I said, for me, all the default options are okay. Just selecting the Windows version or Windows Server type, and selecting the amount of RAM and the temporary hard disk that I need. That's more than enough for me. Temporary storage that I need. So now simply click create, and it will create a virtual Windows virtual machine for you. So submitting deployment, and you will see the steps here that are okay. Your deployment is underway. Your machine is getting deployed. Accepted. So Microsoft network interface created. Network security, virtual, everything okay. Storage accounts, public IP address, everything is setting up. You see here your subscription is free trial and your resource group is Fute resource. Okay, so your deployment is complete. So virtual machine is now created and it's running. The location is the servers in the East US. Subscription is free trial. This is your subscription ID. This is your computer name, and this is the public IP address. This is private IP address, DNS name, configure, whatever. Uh, okay, so if you go to this tab, virtual machines, you will see this in the list of your virtual machines. Of course, if you will create more virtual machines, you will have them in this, you will have more in this list. If you go to home here, you see these options: create a new resource. I have a resource and virtual machine now, app services, storage, whatever you want. You want Kubernetes services. Uh, okay, anyway, so if we go here to virtual machines, of course, we will come to this list of our virtual machines that we created. I have only this, so I can click here. So I will get back to this page. Let's minimize it. Yeah. So you can see the performance, the network, the CPU average usage, disk bytes, everything here on per hour and 6 hour, 12-hour basis. Of course, we just created our virtual machine, so let's keep it to 1 hour. Okay, now you can configure the DNS name for your uh, virtual machine if you want. Let me create for me. Uh, you can name it like Fute Windows 10, and so it seems that I cannot give such a name. The domain name label Fute Windows 10 blah blah blah. The name itself is a part of the name that is reserved word over the such a network. Okay, just name it my Windows virtual machine. My Windows machine. Let's see. My VM. My WinVM. Okay, so looks like putting Windows in the name also didn't work, so I just put my Fute virtual machine and it worked. Now click on save here, saving the public IP address. Okay, Fute Windows 10 IP. Okay, whatever. Now you come back here and then refresh. And you say this DNS name is changed to myfutevm.eastus.cloudapp.azure.com. So this DNS name is changed. So now let's try and connect to our virtual machine and finish this up, this tutorial up. Let's click on connect, and you have these three options: RDP, SSH, and Bastion. Just click RDP and it will actually download this RTP file for you. Click download. You see this DNS name is now changed, my Fute VM. Click download RTP file, and using this RTP file then you can save, and it's, see, open folder, and you see this RTP file, remote desktop connection. You see this is written here, type, and if you will click here, it will connect you to your virtual machine. So you see this remote connection could harm your local machine or remote computer. Do not connect unless you know where this connection came from or you have used it before. We know where it came from. Connect, and it's gonna connect us to our virtual machine. Of course, it will ask for the username and password. We have to type in the username and password here. So I typed in the username and password and now clicked OK to connect to your virtual machine. It gives you this pop-up window. The remote computer could not be authenticated due to the problem with its security certificate. It may be unsafe to proceed. Okay, we know. Name in the certificate from remote computer, Fute Windows 10. Okay, click yes. And then it will connect you to your virtual machine. And now you see you got this choose privacy setting. Okay, I use your, okay, whatever, just click accept to these privacy settings, and you see your Windows virtual machine, Windows 10 Pro is connected. So you have everything. You have you can browse, set up browser, whatever, you know. For me, let's just close it, of course, and yeah, that's it. So if I want to kind of shut down my virtual machine right now, just click here and shut down. It's shutting down the virtual machine, and I'm back here. So you see it was quite fast also, and yeah, so um yeah, let me connect again and show you some settings. Click here again on your remote desktop connection. Okay, I tried to connect and it gave me now this error here because we shut down our virtual machine. So let's bring it up first. Let's click on restart. Restart this virtual machine. Do you want to restart? Yes. So I'm restarting. You can see its status was stopped. It's restarting. Okay, successfully restarted virtual machine. Now if you go back to your remote desktop collection and try to connect again, connect. So you see now it tries to connect and it gives me option to write the password, and we should be able to connect again. Yes, the certificate thing. And you see we are again connected to our Windows 10. It's loading our, it's booting our machine up, like it's loading the, yes, Windows, yes, it's now. So let's try to see what are like our, let's click let's go to the control panel or settings app, and let's see the configurations of our machine. System, okay, home, system. Let's click about to get the information about the system. Yes, you see, so its RAM is 8.0 GB that we set up. Device name is Fute Windows 10. It has Intel Xeon CPU 2.4 gigahertz. This is the product ID. This is the device ID, 64-bit operating system. And that's all. This is Windows 10 Pro version that we selected. So everything is perfectly set up. And yeah, so if you go to the storage, you have 116 gigabyte free, 9.76 is used because of your Windows. Temporary storage is 14.0 gigabyte, which is in the D drive. You see, you have a C drive set up with 126 GB, and that's what we selected our temporary storage. We got a separate storage of storage drive, which is D drive of 14.0 gigabyte. Out of this, only 1.92 is used. Click close. Yep. Yeah, so that's it. This is how you can set up a Windows virtual machine on Microsoft Azure Cloud. You can click minimize and go back to your own PC and here, or you can click here again and get back. So that's it. So for now, I can shut down my virtual machine. We'll come up with some more tutorials where you can set up a Windows server on your Microsoft Azure cloud and kind of connect to it using your own system. And of course, we can show you how to set up your Linux machines and try to create some databases at the back end and storage spaces for your applications that you want to create. Some backend. Yeah, so that's it for now. Thank you.